This is a coronation speech for your real life, not a fantasy, not a mood, because the way you carry yourself from this day forward writes the headline people will remember. You go down in history as the GOAT because you reign like royalty over the only kingdom that can never be taken from you. Your mind, your standards, your decisions, your pace. Royalty isn't about titles or applause. It's about architecture. It's the way you build your days so they can carry weight without collapsing under noise. It's how you protect your mornings, give your attention an assignment, and align your yes to a schedule that can actually hold it. It's how you stop outsourcing your identity to strangers and trends and start acting like the crown on your head is welded there by discipline, not taped there by compliments. Royalty is stewardship. It is the refusal to live like a peasant in a palace of possibilities. It is the quiet choice, made again and again, to move by principle instead of pressure, to select by alignment instead of adrenaline, and to let outcomes do your talking while you keep your hands on the work. Understand the weight of the word GOAT. It isn't about hype, it's about habit. The greatest are rarely the loudest. They are the most consistent. They treat chaos like a stranger and mastery like a friend. They do ordinary things with extraordinary focus. Water before screens, breath before decisions, daylight before drama. They keep rest as infrastructure, not a reward offered after collapse. They champion the unglamorous, clean inputs, precise boundaries, boring excellence repeated until it looks like grace. Greatness is not an accident you bump into on a lucky Tuesday. It's what happens when your standards are so clear that confusion can't negotiate with them. Your crown is forged in tiny, honest finishes that stack into a life nobody can expose because there is no performance to tear down, only receipts. If you want language for the throne you're stepping into, start with this. No more peasant behavior. Peasant behavior is not about class or money. It's about starving your future by feeding appetites that never pay you back. It's chasing validation while neglecting foundation. It's sprinting to be seen, then stumbling because nothing underneath was strengthened. It's letting lust, envy, clout, or convenience rent space in your head, tax-free. Royalty doesn't live like that. Royalty guards the gate. Royalty vets the guest list. If an invitation costs peace, power, or pace, it's declined. Clean and kind. Royalty knows that privacy isn't secrecy, it's stewardship. Seeds need soil, not spotlights. You let roots form before you invite witnesses. You do not perform your growth for people who haven't earned the right to see the process. You keep the sacred sacred, and because of that, the public results are solid. There is a cultural fog trying to convince you that crowns are made of shortcuts, hot takes, and body counts, noise dressed as identity. You're cutting through that fog. You are choosing wholeness over hype. Whether you lean masculine, feminine, or a steady balance of both, the call is the same. Embody the highest version of what that energy looks like when it's healed. Healed masculine protects, provides, and leads with humility and self-respect. Healed feminine nurtures, creates, and discerns with boundaries and radiance. Both honor the body as a temple, not a turnstile. Both understand that character is the engine, not the paint job. A crown without character is a costume. A throne without service is a stool. When you walk as royalty, you retire the urge to collect trophies that can't love you back and replace it with a devotion to principles that won't abandon you under pressure. That is how your name shifts from promising to proven. There's also the social layer of royalty, how you treat people. The greatest are remembered less for volume and more for value. Speak cleanly, keep promises, correct in private, praise in public. Don't weaponize access. Don't romanticize distance. Be gracious without being available to nonsense. Forgive to free your nervous system. Restore access only when behavior is restored, quietly, consistently, without a spotlight. Locks are not punishments. Locks are how a house remains a home. In your court, compassion sits beside accountability, not behind it. You do not confuse a good heart with soft standards. You do not trade your calling for a conversation. Your reputation is going to change, and you don't need to narrate the change. First, detractors doubt, then they watch, then they borrow, then they ask. You don't have to gatekeep wisdom. You do have to gatekeep access. Share principles generously. Share proximity carefully. The crown is heavy. Share it only with those who help you carry it. People who value you will adjust to your boundaries without a tantrum. People who only value proximity will push. The push is your data. Keep the standard. Your pattern is what people will write down in their minds when they say your name. Make it clean. Let's talk legacy, because royalty thinks in decades. Your choices are teaching someone today, tomorrow, and tomorrow's tomorrow. Patterns become inheritance. If you normalize confusion, you bequeath anxiety. If you normalize clarity, you bequeath courage. If you normalize integrity, you bequeath stability. The crown you wear isn't only for your reflection in the mirror. It's a template for anyone who meets you, loves you, learns from you, or works beside you. Your GOAT is not about being better than others. It's about being better for others. Because your excellence lifts what's around it. You become the person people exhale around. The one whose presence calms rooms, sharpens plans, and makes character look practical again. Grief will pass through your palace. So will doubt. So will old hunger. Royalty doesn't deny feelings. It refuses to let feelings drive. Missing is a feeling. Returning is a decision. If a door brought harm, keep it closed, even if nostalgia knocks with roses. If a path cost your peace, do not walk it again, just to prove you're still kind. Kindness without boundaries is a revolving door, back into harm. Keep compassion, keep boundaries. Hold both like scepters. And when a last-ditch spectacle tries to bait you, mockery, rumor, public pokes, remember that the crowd gets bored with theatrics, but it never forgets character. Give them nothing to replay but your results. Build a weekly royal audit. What moved the needle, what drained the castle, and what gets removed or delegated. Fix leaks before you chase upgrades. Make your yes specific and your no swift, so time stops subsidizing circular battles and energy stops leaking into people who treat your grace like a tap. Fund what multiplies. Your craft, your health, your learning, your core relationships, your home base. When resources are stewarded, storms can't move you. Immovable doesn't mean inflexible. It means anchored, adaptable, and hard to knock off mission. As you keep these standards, something natural happens. Rooms start to protect your focus. Opportunities adjust their timelines to respect your health. People who used to test your boundaries begin to quote them. You'll notice your voice deepen, your jaw soften, your sleep strengthen. You will start to look like someone who belongs where they are, not because you announced it, but because you built it. That is the moment when GOAT stops sounding like a compliment and starts sounding like a responsibility. You are trusted with more because you waste less. You are asked to lead because you don't need the mic to feel tall. You are remembered not for the noise you made, but for the order you created. If anyone asks what changed, keep it plain and reusable. the standard changed. You stopped paying chaos with attention. You stopped defending yourself to people who profit from confusion. You matched your yes to a schedule that can carry it. You chose outcomes over outbursts and let truth take its time. That's royalty. That's how legends are written. In ink, the weather cannot smear. And when you need a single line to end negotiations you never agreed to have, carry this. I don't trade my calling for a conversation. It isn't icy. It's precise. It keeps your attention out of traps, your day out of loops, and your crown where it belongs, secure, steady, gleaming because it's honest, not because it's loud. So walk out there as you are now, jaw soft, shoulders low, eyes clear. This is the coronation you earned with discipline, not the costume party scheduled by trends. No more peasant behavior, no more cheap proof. You are royalty. You move like a person history will cite when it needs an example of a life ruled well. Finish something real today. Protect your morning tomorrow. Audit the week. Close the leaks. Pick the rooms that respect your pace. Let your results be your rebuttal and your rhythm be your statement. You are not waiting on the crown. You are wearing it. And you are writing a record that will play long after the noise has spent itself.